Hello friends, welcome back. In today's video, we will see what is ref in React application. So ref is basically similar to the keys in our React, and what it basically does, it stores the React DOM element object into our ref, and we can using that we can manipulate our element, we can change its CSS properties, we can set focus on that element, and all other operations we can do using the ref keyword. So in today's video, we will see how we can implement the ref in our class-based component, also in the functional components, and then after we will see why why or when we should use the ref and when we should not use it. So without wasting any time, let's get started.
Here I have created an basic starting project. So here we'll see how we can create the ref in our class-based component. So first of all, what I will do, I'll just change this function component, which is by default came into our application, to a class-based component. So let's just change it for class app extends react dot component, then starting point, then write render method. React is not defined. Okay, let's just add it. Import React from, you can see, we can from React. Okay, now it's working fine. Or here it's working fine as it is. Now I'll just remove all this code and let's have two text boxes and two buttons. On the first button click, first text box should be focused, and on the second button click, second text box should be focused. So let's write similar to that. Okay, so first of all, input one, input type equals to text. Okay, and I will say name I'm giving txt1. Say br same I will implement for input two, and here I will say txt2. Okay, now implement a button. Input type equals to button, value equals to focus on input one. Okay, I'll just give a space. Now let's write a similar button, focus on input 2. Okay, now for that, let's create. First of all, we need to write a constructor. Let's write constructor, and here I'm taking props as an input parameter, and that same props we need to pass to the parent component. So in React class-based component, we need to do similar to this. Now say this dot ref1 equals to, so the create a reference, we need to use the create ref method in React. In class-based component, if you want to create the reference, then we need to use the create ref method. So that is present under the React library. So first I have created the ref1, and we can use this ref1 for this. Here I need to just say ref equals to ref1, and similarly for the second input element, I'll just copy paste it and say ref2. Here here it's giving an error that ref1 is not defined. So here we need to just say this dot ref1. And same goes for the second input, ref equals to this dot ref2. Okay. Now let's write a method, say const, or don't need to write focus input 1 equals to an arrow function. And here I'll be saying this dot ref1 dot current. So here we need to use the current. Always whenever you use the direct means ref on direct input element, DOM element, then it gives the current gives the ref1 dot current gives the element object. If we use it on the component, any custom component, then it gives a whole component reference. Okay. Uh, so yeah, now let's, okay. Here what we need to do, current dot, we need to call focus method. And similarly, I'll be writing for the focus input 2. So I'll just change it to 2. Now call this method on click. What it is saying, yeah. Again, it's not defined. This dot, yeah. Now on click, again this dot focus input 2. Yeah. Now let's just check, refresh this. We have two buttons now, focus input 1 and focus input 2. On the click of focus input 1, you can see the cursor is coming on the first input. Now click on the second button and the cursor goes to the second input. This way we can change, we can focus the input element into the React using the ref, and we can also change some other properties. We can change the style of the, we can see a style property or any other attribute value using the ref in our class based, means using the ref in our class based component. Now we will see how we can use the ref in our function components. Now let's look at how we can use the ref in our functional component. So let's create a functional component. I'll say function custom component which returns or JSX code. Here I'll just say I'll have a div, and here I'll add the CSS as width. I need to add one more object. Width is 100 pixel. Let's see, 100 pixel, comma height 100 pixel, and add a button input type equals to button, value equals to black. So on the first button click, we will change the background color to black, and then on the second, we will change it to maybe, let's say, red. Okay. So here I'll just add a BR tag and one more BR at here. let's say red. Okay, let's use this custom input and here let's add some border, 1 pixel solid black. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's here it's working, and some CSS here it's giving a problem, but I'll just say in semicolon. I'll just add spaces rather than okay, like this. And instead of giving width, I'll say 100 pixel. I'll just say 100%. So this will be now a little bit okay. And here I'll just add one more BR so that it will make some space. Okay. So now on the black button click, we'll make the div as black, and on the red, we'll make it red color. Okay. So we need to use our hook ref1 equals to use ref. Okay. Now we need to just pass this ref value to here. We need to just say ref equals to ref1. And on the button click, we'll say uh, we need to write a method. Okay. Make div black equals to arrow function, and then I'll say ref1 dot current dot style dot background color. So this will be a JavaScript object, hence it should be camel case. Background color should be black. Okay, make div black. So we will say on click. Okay, let's see now whether it's working fine or not. Yeah, on black button click, color is changing to black. Now same way for red, just say it to red and change the name to just add the same method reference to the red button. Okay, now let's call it black, red, black, red. Okay, that's working fine. So this is how we can implement a ref in our functional component using the hooks. So yeah, so this is about ref, and now we'll see how we can, what are the benefits and when we should use the ref and when we should not use it. Now let's talk why when we should use the ref in our application. So whenever you want to do any kind of measurements, let's say you want to focus on some element. In that scenario, you want to highlight some text, or you want to play a media. In those kind of scenarios, you can use the refs in your application. The second scenario which is used for ref is whenever you want to implement imperative animation in your application, then you can use the ref. The third scenario of ref is whenever you want to integrate your application with third-party libraries, then you can use the ref keyword. The fourth use is in callbacks. You can use the ref so that you can pass the object reference in callbacks. Uh, for that also, ref keyword is useful. Now let's talk about when we should not use ref. So in any kind of operations where you can do your required things using the declarative things. An example of that, let's say you are writing a dialog, and instead of using the open and close functions of JavaScript, you can directly pass a prop to the component that is open, and on if the flag is true, then show the dialog. If flag is false, then just don't show the dialog. In this kind of way, you can avoid using the ref keywords. You should mostly avoid using the ref keywords in all kind of scenarios where you can do the declarative kind of coding. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video with others, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.